Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here, and welcome back to another episode of A History of. In this series, we take a look at specific events, sales, and we take a look at what happened in the previous year so that you guys can get an idea of what might happen this year. Today, we're going to take a look at the Valentine's Day event and sale, but keep in mind that if something happened in the previous years, it's not necessarily guaranteed to happen this year. So don't raise your expectations too high because of this video. But yeah, all that being said, if you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe and let's get into it. So first up we had 2018. In 2017 the game was not even released at that point. But yeah, we had the Heartbreaker Harley Quinn chest, which was kind of a precursor to the Women's Day chest that we are getting nowadays in this specific kind of events, or at the very least on Women's Day. It had only female characters in it, and at first glance it had some decent characters, but at the same time Harley and EPI were not reworked at that point, so they were far weaker, and it was not a guaranteed gold unlock type of thing. It was a guaranteed gold shards, meaning that you could get only 20 shards for any of the characters. It is not really relevant for this year because we're most likely not going to get anything like this, but we might get the Women's Day chest, though it has not been here in the previous years for Valentine's Day, but we'll see how that goes. The only thing I was able to salvage for 2019 was a phone wallpaper. I looked everywhere, YouTube videos, all their social media pages. I couldn't find anything else other than this, but yeah, let's move on. Okay, so in 2020 we did have some chests, but first of all, as we did in the last episode, I want us to cringe together at those things that they got here. They got a few things, trying to make puns and jokes. I have sorted them out from the least cringe one to the most cringe one, so we got here Straight to the Heart from Deadshot. Entangled in your heart with EPI in there. Light my fire, boy, since that's Starfire, I would definitely light that ass. Don't know about that fire. We got You're All I See, boy, and the last one being You're Perfect. You got it. How cats purr. I can't do this anymore. Okay, so now as far as the chest side of thing goes, we had the offers for Entangling Poison Ivy and Harley, and yeah, if you wanted to buy them with real money, that was a pretty good point to do so, because you're almost getting a 50% discount, almost half the price. We had the Valentine's Day gear material chest, which you can see the chests in the right. It was bad back then, and nowadays the gear material chests are not really worth it for the most part. And we had the Suicide Squad team chest. It was only with Harley and Deadshot, because Enchantress was not introduced in the game at that point to kind of complete the team, but it was nevertheless garbage, because the Suicide Squad team is kind of garbage, and it is just too much investment for something that you're going to use in Arena and Champions Arena. But yeah, this was 2020. So in 2021 we had a few things. We had the Valentine's Day gear material chest. The chests are going to be the one on top. The one on the bottom was me comparing it to a previous chest that was released the same year for the Halloween event. And this gear chest was not that terrible in the sense that it had pretty decent chances for some rare reforges, and yet again, ideally you do not want to spend your gems on gear materials and reforges, because you're going to eventually reach a point where you're not going to need to do that anymore and have a pretty constant supply for it from raids and soul rates, so are going to be fine in that regard. But this one was one of the slightly better chests, I would say, as far as that goes. So if we get a gear material chest this year, which I'm not sure we will, but if we get one, it should be at least better than this one. But yeah, let's keep going, because there's a lot of stuff that happened. Also had the Valentine's Day platinum chest. So this one had a 1% chance for each of the featured legendary characters, which in theory is an upgrade compared to the basic platinum chest that has a 0.5%, though I don't think that's going to be a thing anymore. I think they kind of replace the platinum chest with the Legends of Injustice 2 chest, like forever most likely. But yeah, that's irrelevant. This chest specifically was 500 gems and had a 1% chance for Golden Armor Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad Enchantress, Suicide Squad Harley, Arkham Knight Batman, Just like Superman. Golden Armor Wonder Woman, you have no reason to get her from a chest because she's not that great and she's got a challenge. Suicide Squad Enchantress and Suicide Squad Harley, as I said, they are only useful in Arena and Champions Arena, and at that point only with a high level of investment. Arkham Knight Batman was a good drop, the best drop from here, and just like Superman is fine if you get him without trying to get him, but you shouldn't go out of your way to get him, because he's simply not worth the huge amount of investment that you should. put in order to get him. We also had an arena evasion from Deadshot in those 3 arenas. Black Adam is kind of the best one out of them, and that doesn't say much already. And Deadshot, my dude, I don't think anybody asked for it. So yeah, not much happening in terms of this thing specifically either. But we had some other stuff. We had the Harley Quinn special guest in the arena store. I was very happy when I saw this because I thought this will set a precedent to them adding more special event characters to the arena store, because as we have seen, they are quite easily able to do that. So what happened for a couple of days, she was in the arena store and you're able to purchase her shards as you purchase shards for every single character in the arena store. And she also had the gears. The gears were kind of the biggest selling point in regards to that, because they were very hard to come by, and the shards were nothing to joke around about. If you refreshed a bit with gems, the arena store, you could actually get her to 3 stars by the end of the event, so that was overall great. And this is where a lot of people got their gears for Harley, because they are very hard to come by. They drop from raids, but they have such a low drop rate to the point where it's no chance you're going to get them from there. And the third thing was we had the EPI challenge. So EPI was in a state where she was not seen in the challenge since her rework for like 2 years, and then they just dropped the challenge, and that was amazing. And obviously her gears as well are going to drop from there. And since then they kind of did the EPI challenge a few more times, so it might be pretty likely to see the EPI challenge. It might be pretty likely to an extent to see Harley back in the arena store, and that's what people are hoping for and waiting for, because there's a ton of people out there who have the full League of Anarchy and Harley with no gears. Like, that's not that much of a problem nowadays, since we got Nora's Snow Globe and less of Joker is kind of at the level of Harley, but everybody wants to complete their Harley and get their gears. So yeah, in terms of expectations for this year, I am hoping, again, not expecting, because in this game a lot of things are kind of unexpectable, but not in the best way. But I am hoping at the very least we get Harley in the arena store again with the gears, and we get the challenge. As far as the store goes, I'm not really sure what they are going to do. In terms of the gear chest, I'm not sure we'll see a gear chest, because nowadays they're trying to market the Star Promotion Orbs and the 7 Talent Reforges, so we're very likely to see a chest in regards to that. And we might see actually the International Women's Day chest. That's something that's not out of the question. But yeah, as soon as sales drop in the store, I'll keep you updated and I'll tell you if you should buy them or not. So make sure to subscribe to the channel for that one. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know what you'd like to see in the store for this event. And with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.
This is the future.